Hi, boys and girls. Miss Nestor here. All right, so I'm going to walk you through the assignment this week. If you need help, this is for today through Friday, May 1st. And for the reading and the math, you have the 5-a-day activities. So for the first one, day 1, you trace the sight word. You start over here and go to the right. So for the first day, you go here. The next is color the picture that begins with the blends. Then you write the vowel sound for each picture. Circle and write the best sight word that makes the sentence make sense. And then over here, you write the word that is the picture. You're going to use the shape boxes. So if it's a tall letter, it's going to be in the tall box. And if it's a letter that goes down in the basement, it's going to hang underneath, okay? All right, so number 1 for day 1, that sight word, H-A-V-E. Do you remember what that one is? Have. Very good job. So you're going to trace in your best handwriting possible, H-A-V-E, H-A-V-E. Okay, the next one, color the pictures that begin with each blend. Okay, our blend this time is SM. Do you remember what SM says? Sm. So we have, the arrow is pointing to the smile. We have penny. We have a kite. And you have a big and a small fish. The arrow is pointing to small. Okay, so which of these two starts with a sm? Sm. Smile, penny, kite, small. Okay, then in the middle, you're going to write the vowel sound for each picture, and it's either going to be a long vowel or a short vowel. That is a bike. Remember, vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. And this first one was done for you. So the first one is a bike. You hear the long I. The next one, you're going to circle and write the correct sight word. The sight words are one, the, from. I got a hug, blank, my mom. I got a hug, one, my mom. I got a hug, the, my mom. Or I got a hug from my mom. Okay, so you're going to circle it and put it in the box. All right, and the last one, you're going to write the word, and that is a web. W-E-B. Write what you hear. All right, for day 2, this sight word, this would be for Tuesday. F-R-O-M. Do you remember what sight word that is? From. Very good. So trace that one twice. The next square over, you're coloring the pictures that begin with the blend. The blend this time is an SN. Do you remember what the SN blend says? Sn, sn, sn. So we have snake, snail, broom, shovel. So color the two that start with sn. Snake, snail, broom, shovel. All right, the next one, you're writing the vowel sound for the picture. A, E, I, O, and U are our vowels. That is a pen. Pen. Write the vowel. The next one, do you like cats, blank, dogs? Or that, you. Do you like cats or dogs? Do you like cats, that dogs? Or do you like cats, you dogs? Circle and write the right one. And the last picture is a picture of a bed. You're going to write what you hear. B-ed, bed. Okay, day 3, which would be Wednesday. O-R, do you remember what sight word that is? Or. Good job. All right, so you're going to trace it. Or. O-R, O-R, O-R. Or. Next box, color the pictures that begin with each blend. This blend is SP. SP. Do you remember what SP says when you blend them together? Sp, 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 sp. We have a square, spider, sponge, and plain. Sp. Color the two that start with sp. All right, the next picture is a picture of a dice. Is it A, E, I, O, or U? Dice. Write it on the line. Next square, sight words. Was, had, are. She blank a fun day. She was a fun day. She had a fun day. Or she are a fun day. Circle it and write it on the line. All right, and this last one is a little tricky, but it's 3 letters, and I know that's a picture of a girl, but if you look, it is pointing to her leg. Leg. So you're going to write what you hear. L, E, G. Leg. All right, day 4 for Thursday, O-N-E. Do you remember what sight word that is? One. Awesome job. So you're going to trace 1 and 1. Okay, the next one you're coloring in the 2 pictures that begin with the blend. This blend is an S-T. Do you remember what S-T says when you push them together and blend them? St, st. We have a stamp, a frog, a stool, and gum. St. Circle the 2 that start with st. All right, the next one, that is a block. Write the vowel that you hear. Block. Okay, the next one, these sight words that you're going to choose from are 1, the, and from. The bike has blank flat tire. The bike has 1 flat tire. The bike has the flat tire. Or the bike has from flat tire. Okay, and the last one, 3 letters, and this is 2 men. M, E, N. Men. Write what you hear. All right, and on Friday, day 5, H-A-D. Do you know what sight word that is? Had. Good job. So you're going to trace H-A-D, H-A-D. And the next box, color the pictures that begin with each blend. This blend is a T-R. What does a T-R say when you blend it together? Tur, tur. We have a swan, a tree, a truck, and a fruit. Color the 2 that say tur at the beginning. All right, in the middle, you have a tent. You're going to write A, E, I, O, or U, whichever of those that you hear. Tent. All right, the sight word. She, have, or. We blank a cool school. We have a cool school. We or a cool school. Circle and write it in there. And the last picture, that is a picture of a net. You're going to write what you hear. Net. Awesome job. All right, we're going to move on to math now. All right, for the math for this week, for April 27th to May 1st, the it is a 5 a day, and so it starts with a quick check addition subtraction practice, and then you're filling in an addition or subtraction sentence using a 10 frame, and then there's going to be a variety of different math things. But on this one, we're doing 10 frames, and we're doing tens and ones, we're adding, we're subtracting, we're telling time, and doing quick checks without pictures. All right, so we're going to start day 1, Monday. Quick checks. Remember, when you add 0 to any number, it is always that number. Okay, and you can, however you need to do this to get the answers, if you need to use your fingers, draw pictures, or put the big number in your head and count up, whatever you need to do to get your answers. Okay, quick check, day 1. 0 plus 5 is equal to what? Write your answer. 2 plus 5 is equal to, write your answer. 4 plus 5 is equal to, and 6 plus 5 is equal to. Remember to put the big number in your head and count up. All right, the next box, this is a 10 frame, and we need to fill in the addition sentence. 3 plus blank is equal to 10. We're trying to find the missing number. So if you use the 10 frame, 3 have already been colored in for you. So now you need to count the boxes that are empty, and that will help you get to 10. So count the empty boxes and write it on the line, and that should complete your addition sentence. All right, in the middle box, we are working with tens and ones. Remember, if it's a big stick of 10 blocks together, we call that a 10, and we can count by tens. And then once you get to the ones, you start counting by ones. We'll do the first one together. So we have 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go back, and we have 4 ones. So let's go back and count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So you're going to write 44 there. All right, the next one, we have 5 diamonds and 2 more diamonds. So you're going to take 5 plus 2 and tell me the total number of diamonds. All right, on the last one, you have 5 boxes here, and we take away or minus 4. Pay attention to the symbol. 5 minus 4. So if you need to, you can mark out 4 of those and tell me how many boxes are left and write it under the line. Okay, for day 2, quick check. 8 plus 5 equals? 1 plus 5 equals? 3 plus 5 equals? And 5 plus 5 equals. There's practice right there of our doubles facts. Okay, the next one, we are using pictures again. 6 minus, pay attention to the symbol, 6 minus 2. So we're going to take away 2. We have 6 boxes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you need to, just mark 2 of them out. And what's left is your answer. You write it under the line. Okay, we have 4 goats and 2 more goats. Tell me what 4 plus 2 is. Write it on the line. Okay, the next one, another 10 frame. We're trying to complete the addition sentence. So we're trying to figure out blank plus 1 is equal to 10. Well, the 1 is already colored in. That goes with this one right here, the 1 and the 1. So you need to count the blank squares and write that answer here, and that should give you your answer to blank plus 1 equals 10. All right, the last one on this line is tens and ones. Remember, you're going to count by tens here. There's 6 of those. So you're going to count them and then keep counting by ones there. Write your answer on the line. Okay? Day 3, this would be a Wednesday. Quick check. 7 plus 5 equals? 9 plus 5 equals, 5 plus 0 equals, and 5 plus 2 equals. All right, counting by tens and ones. Do you see any ones here? Nope. So you're gonna only write by, you're gonna count by tens, and since there's no ones, what number should be in the ones place? A 0. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. So count by tens and write your answer. The next square is another missing number addition sentence. It's using a 10 frame. 2 plus blank equals 10. So we have the 10 frame and you have your 2 already filled in. So there's your 2 that go with this one. So you're going to count the blank squares, write it here, and that should complete your addition sentence of 2 plus blank equals 10. Okay, the next one is a subtraction. Look at the symbol again. Subtraction, take away. 2 minus 2 equals. If I have 2 boxes and I take 2 away, write your answer here. Okay? Okay, the last box, we have 3 nails and 4 nails. You're going to add them. 3 plus 4 equals. Tell me how many nails I have. All right, day 4, quick checks. 5 plus 4 is equal to 5 plus 6 is equal to, remember, always put the big number in your head first and count up. 5 plus 8 equals, and 5 plus 1 equals. All right, the next one, we're doing a subtraction again. There's our minus symbol. 3 minus 1 equals, you write it under the line. So you have 3 boxes, and if you take 1 away, there's your answer. All right, time again. Again, we're going to review that really quick. Remember, the minute hand is the long hand. The hour hand is the little hand. Okay? The only thing that we've learned this year are the minute hand is either going to say o'clock, 00, or half past, 30. Okay? If it is pointing to the 12, it's o'clock. If it's pointing to the 6, it's half past because we're halfway past the clock. Remember, we count by 5s. 5, so this would be 0, which is where we get the o'clock. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay? That's where the half past and the 30 come from. So, hour hand is the short one. You write the hour hand and you just write what number it's pointing to. And the minute hand is the longer hand. And you're either going to put 00 or 30. So look at that clock and tell me what it says. The hour goes here and the minute goes here. All right, the next box, you're just adding. I have 6 light bulbs and 4 more light bulbs. 6 plus 4 is equal to... All right, and the last one on day 4 is another filling in the missing number for a 10 frame. Okay, we have blank plus 8 equals 10. Okay, we have 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 and 8, those go together. So you're going to count the empty boxes and write it here, and that will complete your addition sentence. Blank plus 8 equals 10. Day 5, almost done with this week. Quick check. 5 plus 3 equals. 5 plus 5 equals. There's our doubles fact. 5 plus 7 equals. And 5 plus 9 equals. The next one, those are flies. 1 fly and 8 more flies. All you're doing is telling me what 1 plus 8 is. And write it on the line. All right. Another subtraction. Pay attention to the symbol. 6 minus 3 is equal to, and you're going to tell me the answer under the line. You have 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you get rid of 3 of them, tell me how many you have left. All right, here is an empty 10 frame. We're going to finish filling in the addition sentence. We're looking for the missing number. 0 plus blank is equal to 10. Okay, so we have a blank 10 frame. Nothing, 0 is colored in. So that is where this comes in. In order to fill the 10 frame in, you have to count all of the empty boxes, write it here, and that should give you your answer to 0 plus blank equals 10. All right, and the last one, writing the time on the clock. Okay, remember the minute hand is the shorthand, the hour hand is the shorthand, and the minute hand is the long hand. And we count by fives. So if it's on a 12, it would be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so write your hour here and your minute here. The minute's either going to be o'clock, 00, 0, or 30, depending on where it is pointing. Awesome job. That is it for the math this week. We're going to move on to science and social studies, and you'll be finished for the week. All right, for science and social studies this week, I have a few different activities for you to do. One of the first things is a Scholastic newsletter called Forest Helpers. We're going to read the newsletter, and you're going to do the back page for that one. Okay, another suggestion I have for you is to be a good citizen at home. We've always, all year, we've talked about how to be a good community helper, a good citizen. The communities that we live in involve the school, the community we live in. Our home is our community. So to be a good citizen at home, help your family with a chore. What new chores can you learn? Okay, some good chores are cleaning up your room, sweeping, helping with the dishes, helping set the table, helping take the trash out. Those are just some suggestions. So I want you to think about some other chores and see what your families need help with. Okay, another activity is another Scholastic. We have 2 Scholastic newsletters this week, and this one is called Palm Tree in the Wind. So we're going to read the newsletter, do the back page, and do the reading checkpoint worksheet. Okay, that'll help me with see that you understand what you read. Okay, and the last thing is just to go on an A to Z scavenger hunt, and that could be in your house, outside your house, and write down something that starts with each letter. You don't have to, if you don't feel like writing it down or you don't have paper, that's okay. Just say it out loud and make sure it's everything from A to Z, okay? All right, for PE, music, art, and exploration this week. These are some good recommendations. Of course, remember that science and social studies and PE, music, and art are all optional. They're not required for your grades. Do the following exercises while you sing the ABCs: windmills and jumping on one foot. Draw a picture of your favorite animal. That seems fun. Write a letter to a student in class that you can share. It says when you return, but if you would share it with them, just pick a friend from class that you miss and write a letter to them, talk to them about what you've been doing lately. Practice tying your shoes, first graders. It's important. We're almost going into second grade, so we really need to know how to tie those shoes. So if you don't know how, try to see if someone can teach you. And if you know how, just practice and get better. Practice makes perfect. And the last suggestion is to go outside and create an image or a project from found objects like grass, leaves, sticks, rocks, pebbles, things like that. Just create an art project out of things that you find outside. All right, so we're going to move on to the Scholastics, and we'll be finished this week. All right, and this first Scholastic is called Forest Helpers, okay? Have you heard of tapirs? These animals have a big job. They help plants grow in the rainforest. So this is a tapir. Okay, we're going to watch a video, and then we're going to dive in and start reading our Scholastic.
What are endangered animals? All of these animals are endangered. What does that mean? A clue is in the word itself. There is a small word in the word endangered. It's danger. When an animal is endangered, it is in danger of dying out forever. Very few of that kind of animal are left in the world. Soon, there may be none of these animals left on Earth. How do animals become endangered? One reason is that people hunt some kinds of animals too much, and sometimes people hunt animals even when it's against the law. This happened with the Indian elephant. Over many years, people hunted these animals for their tusks. Now, these large, caring, intelligent creatures are endangered. Hardly any are left in the world. Indian elephants aren't the only animals that are endangered because of too much hunting. Meet the pangolin. It's against the law to hunt pangolins, but many people do it anyway. 8 kinds of pangolins live in the world, and 4 of them are endangered. Another reason many animals become endangered is that people are destroying their habitats. A habitat is a place where an animal lives. As people move into an area, animals often have to leave their homes. People cut down trees for wood. They clear forests to make room for houses and other buildings or to create fields for crops. They build homes and hotels on beaches. They get rid of swamps and build shopping malls and golf courses. Giant pandas, ring-tailed lemurs, and Florida panthers are just a few of the animals that are endangered because their homes are being destroyed. They simply have nowhere to go. What else can cause animals to become endangered? Pollution. Pollution is any harmful material that hurts the air, water, or soil. People use a lot of plastic, and plastic doesn't break down back into the soil. It can stick around for hundreds of years. When the plastic gets into the ocean, sea turtles and other ocean animals can eat it or get caught in it. This plastic pollution is one of the reasons that many kinds of sea turtles are endangered today. We share the earth with so many incredible animals. They run, swim, play, and make our world a better place. How can we help endangered animals? Believe it or not, even kids can help. Kids can raise money that can go toward protecting animals' habitats. Kids can write thank you letters to wildlife rangers who work to stop illegal hunters. Kids can throw their trash out and not litter. And they can recycle their plastic when they are done with it. Kids can even write letters to our leaders. We can ask our leaders to help protect endangered animals. Let's get rid of the danger for endangered animals.
Okay, so that video was talking about endangered species. Our Scholastic is talking about tapirs. And it says, rainforest helpers. Tapirs live in the rainforest. They help the forest grow. So as we read, we're going to think about how tapirs help the rainforest. Hungry, hungry tapirs. A baby tapir and its mom stroll through the rainforest. They are so hungry. They munch on twigs and leaves. They munch on fruit too. The fruit has seeds in it. The seeds go through their bodies and end up in their poop. New plants grow from the seeds. That's a great big help to the rainforest, helping the forest grow. Tapirs eat a lot of fruit. They have many different kinds of seeds in their bellies. They walk all around the rainforest and they drop poop in different places. All kinds of trees and plants sprout up from the poop. They grow in all the places where the tapirs walked and pooped. Tapirs in trouble, but tapirs have a big problem. People are cutting down the forest where tapirs live. They cut down fruit trees to build farms and roads. Tapirs can't always find enough to eat. Now, some kind of tapirs are endangered. There aren't many of them left in the world. Tapirs need our help. What's the good news? People are working to make laws to protect the forest. That would give tapirs a safe place to live and eat. The rainforest gives tapirs food to eat. The tapirs help the rainforest grow. They need each other. So this is a picture of a baby tapir, and you can see that she or he has stripes on him, and there's the mom tapir who is one solid color. Go, tapirs, go. How do tapirs help the rainforest? Number 1, they eat fruits. These are palm fruits, so they eat fruits. 2, they walk around the rainforest, and what do? Yep, they poop. Number 3, new plants grow from the seeds in the poop, so they help our rainforests. All right, and here's a quick video. Let's see what it is. All right, that was pretty cool. They have pretty cool noses. All right, so now we're going to answer the questions on the back. So on the back of your Scholastic, it says a tapir diagram. A baby tapir is called a calf. We're going to look at the diagram below, and we're going to compare them, and then we're going to answer our questions. So in the blue here, calf. This is a baby tapir. It's called a calf. It weighs about 15 pounds when it's first born. If you noticed on the video, they all have a long snout. So that is pointing to and describing the long snout or the nose. And a baby tapir has brown fur with white stripes. Okay, the orange here is an adult tapir. An adult tapir can weigh 500 pounds. It has a long snout, and it has brown fur and no stripes. Okay, so number 1, which one can weigh 500 pounds? A calf, an adult, or both? And you look back, 500 pounds. Which one is that, a calf or an adult? The adult, so color that in. Good job. Number 2, which one has a long snout? A calf, an adult, or both? So let's go back and look at their nose. The adult has a long snout, and the calf has a long snout. So that would be both. Calf, adult, both. Okay. Number 3, a calf's fur blank when it becomes an adult. It stays the same, it changes, or it gets wider. Okay. Remember, when it is a baby, a calf tapir has brown fur with white stripes. When it becomes an adult, the brown fur has no stripes. So does it stay the same? No. Does it get wider? No. But it does change, right? It loses its stripes and becomes solid. So we're looking for the middle where it says changes. Bonus. Tapirs have short tails. This tapir calf is missing its tail. Draw it on the tapir and then color the calf. Okay, so we're going to draw a little tail on. It's not very big. And then you guys are going to color, remember, it is a calf, so it has stripes. But I'm going to color it in. as best I can since this is digital. All right, so you're going to color in your tapir. It's taking a while. Digital. All right, let's see. Come on. That leg's not wanting to color. All right, so I colored it in. I went out of the lines a couple of times, so it looks like he has two tails. But anyway, so you're adding a tail and you're coloring him in. All right, we're going to move on to the next Scholastic. All right, the next one is called Palm Trees in the Wind. Time to go inside. A hurricane is coming. These storms can snap most trees in two, but palm trees are special. They can stand up to the strongest storm. And we're going to find out what makes palm trees special. But first, we're going to watch a video on the different parts of a plant. And most of us already know these, but it doesn't hurt to review.
Parts of a plant. These are roots. This is a stem. And these are leaves. On their own, these plant parts don't do very much, but each part has a job, and together they make a growing, thriving, incredible plant. Roots grow underground. One of their main jobs is to keep the plant in the ground. Because of their roots, you don't see plants blowing away in the wind. Roots also absorb or suck up water and nutrients from the soil. Plants need water and nutrients to live. Some roots are tasty. The part of the carrot plant that we eat is the root. Above the roots is the stem. The stem carries water up from the roots to the rest of the plant. The stem has another important job. It holds the plant's branches, flowers, and leaves out in the sun. Plants need sunlight to live. The leaf's job is to soak up sunlight. Leaves take energy from that sunlight and change it into food for the whole plant. Leaves also help other living things. They are covered with tiny holes called pores. Leaves let oxygen out into the air through their pores. Oxygen is what all people and animals breathe. Without plants, we wouldn't have air to breathe. Thank you, plants.
All right, so we were reviewing the different parts of a plant, and now we're going to finish reading the Scholastic, and this one is called Surviving the Storm. As we read, we're going to think about how the different parts of a palm tree help it survive a storm. So in the orange here, it says, a trunk that bends. Most trees have a stiff trunk. That means the trunk does not bend. A strong wind can push on the trunk and break it in two. But palm trees have a flexible trunk. Their trunk can bend. When strong winds blow, they do not break. In the middle with the green, no branches. Okay, so let's review really quick. Palm trees have flexible trunks so they can blow back and forth in the wind. No branches. Most trees have branches. In a storm, the leaves on the branches get soaked with rain, and the branches get so heavy that they can pull the whole tree down. Palm trees don't have branches. They just have leaves that grow out of the top of the trunk. The trunk does not get pulled down. So palm trees don't have branches that get weighed down and break. And the last part, so many roots. All trees have roots. Roots hold a tree in the ground. Palm trees have many roots. They spread out really far. That helps hold palm trees in the ground, even in powerful winds. Hurricanes are strong, but palm trees are ready. They are built to stand in the storm. So they have tree trunks that are flexible and not stiff, so they bend. They do not have branches, they just have leaves coming out of the top, and they have a lot of roots. Look at all those. Oh no, that tree fell down. This huge tree fell down and is blocking the sidewalk. Is it a palm tree? How can you tell? You're right. It is not a palm tree because it has branches and obviously a non-flexible, a stiff trunk, because palm trees don't have all these big branches. All right, let's take a quick dance break and then we'll finish up the last two parts of this Scholastic.
Dance break!
Move like a plant. Grow up, up, up. Open and bloom. Sway in the breeze. Sway, sway. Good work.
Freeze! Now take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. And let it out. 3, 2, 1. Now melt to the ground.
Awesome job. All right, we're going to turn to the back page and do it and the worksheet, and we will be finished with our work for the week. All right, the back page, we're going to learn about a coconut. A coconut palm's life. So coconuts grow on palm trees. One kind of palm tree is a coconut palm. We're going to see how a coconut palm grows big and strong. So we're going to use this graph to help us. Number 1, that is a coconut. A coconut is a kind of seed. How many of you guys have eaten and like coconuts? Awesome. I love coconuts. All right. Number 2, seedling. That is a seedling. The coconut sprouts and a seedling grows. So the coconut, when we eat a coconut, we're eating the seed, and then it becomes a seedling. It starts to sprout. Number 3, this is a young coconut palm. Okay, the seedling gets taller and grows into a palm. Number 4, this is an adult coconut palm. After 5 to 10 years, the palm starts to grow coconuts. So it went from a seed to a seedling to a young coconut palm to an adult one that has the trunk and all of the leaves and new seeds. Number 1, a coconut is a kind of blank. Seed, leaf, or trunk. Coconut. Right here, it says a coconut is a kind of seed. Very good. Which one sprouts? The coconut, the young coconut palm, or an adult coconut palm? What do you think? Which one sprouts? Right here, the coconut sprouts. So it's an actual coconut and it sprouts and then turns into the young coconut palm. Number 3, coconuts grow on a seedling. Do coconuts grow on that? A young coconut palm or an adult coconut palm. Where do you see the coconuts? They're on an adult coconut palm. All right, bonus. Would a 3-year-old coconut palm have coconuts growing on it? Okay, and if you're not sure, let's look back up here. It says, after 5 to 10 years, the palm starts to grow coconuts. So if it's only 3 years old, do you think it'll be growing coconuts yet? Not until it's 5.
Good work.
Awesome job. All right, we're going to finish our other worksheet that goes along with this, and then we're done. All right, the last worksheet we're going to do is the reading checkpoint for palm trees in the wind, okay? This is going to help me see what you understood what we read. Number 1, what is the article mostly about? how the parts of a palm tree help it survive a storm, why most trees have branches or palm tree roots. Okay, and if you're not sure, if we look back, remember it talked about how the palm tree was different and how the tree trunk was able to bend and how there were no branches and how it has multiple roots, and all of that help it survive a storm. So we're going to pick how the parts of a palm tree help it survive a storm. Okay, so we're going to color that in. I'm going to get my pen, color that one in, because it didn't really talk about why most trees have branches, and it talked about more than just the palm tree roots. Number 2, when something is stiff, it blank, bends, does not break, or does not bend. Okay, and remember, the story told us that palm trees have a flexible trunk that bends. Normal trees have a stiff trunk, which means it what? Does not bend. Good job. So we're putting, if it's stiff, it does not bend. Number 3, which one is true? Palm trees have heavy branches, palm trees don't have leaves, or palm trees don't have branches. So let's look at this picture of the palm tree, okay? Palm trees have a flexible trunk, and they have leaves that grow directly on the top of the tree. Okay, so palm trees don't have leaves is not right because it does have leaves. Do palm trees have heavy branches? No, that's not right. Palm trees don't have branches, and they don't. That is the true statement because the trunk is flexible and directly on top are the leaves. There are no branches to make it fall. So your answer is right here. They don't have branches. 4, we're going to circle a part of the palm tree that is flexible. Do you remember what part is flexible and not stiff? The trunk. So we're going to circle the trunk, and we're going to put a triangle on the part that helps hold it in the ground. What part? The leaves or the roots help hold it in the ground? The many roots. So I'm going to make an upside down triangle there. Awesome job, boys and girls, and you have finished this week's work. All right. I will be going to the school today and making copies of your May packet. Your May packet is just a monthly calendar where you do math and reading activities each day. And you'll color that as you complete it, and you'll submit that to me. So you are finished with this week's, and look for me to post information on the month of May's activity packet. I miss you guys. If you need me, reach out to me. I can help you with whatever you need me to help you with. I miss you. Have fun, stay safe, and keep learning.